A German Shepherd puppy is crying and refusing to let go of a bag. He screams when someone tries to see what is inside. At first, it seems like just a puppy playing with a sack. But when the man steps closer, his heart sinks. The small German Shepherd is desperately pulling a large white bag with his teeth, as if his life depends on it. He is shaking, whining, begging silently for no one to come closer. And when the man in the sheriff's uniform reaches for the bag, the puppy lets out a scream, as if there is something inside that he cannot allow anyone to take away. Sheriff Alex Mariner has worked in the county for 10 years, and it takes a lot to surprise him. But what he sees by the creek knocks the ground out from under his feet. A tiny shepherd pup, covered in mud, with wet paws and trembling sides, clings to an old white bag as if it contains his entire small universe. Alex takes a careful step forward, trying not to make noise. "Hey, little guy, it's okay. I'm here to help," he says softly. The puppy only grips the fabric tighter. His eyes, huge, shining, full of fear, never leave the bag for a second. It feels like the pup understands every movement, waiting for danger. Alex kneels down. "You're not just playing, are you?" The puppy whimpers quietly, as if confirming it. Then Alex notices something strange. The ground beneath the puppy is warm, as if he has been sitting in the same place for a long time, covering the bag with his body. He is not defending himself. He is protecting someone. Alex exhales. This animal is far too small to fight like this for an object. He speaks into the radio. "Dispatch, this is Marina. I need assistance." The puppy seems to be guarding something. And he's terrified. About 15 minutes pass. The entire time, the shepherd pup does not move even an inch away from the bag. He shakes from the cold but stays put, sometimes softly whimpering and pressing against the bag, as if warming it with his body. When Inna, an employee from the local shelter, arrives at the creek, she freezes. "Oh, baby, why are you holding on like that?" Alex shakes his head. "I don't know. But whatever it is, he won't give it up easily." Fear quietly settles in both of them. What if the bag really hides something alive? Inna kneels beside Alex, watching the trembling puppy. Her heart tightens. She has seen frightened animals many times, but never panic like this. This baby is ready to break himself just to stop anyone from taking the bag. "This isn't normal," she whispers. "He's not protecting a toy. He's protecting someone." Alex nods. That's exactly what it feels like. The puppy pulls the bag closer again, afraid it will be taken forever. He barely notices the people around him. All his focus is on the white fabric and whatever is hidden inside. Inna slowly reaches out her hand. The puppy instantly growls, thin, helpless, but filled with desperate resolve. "Easy, baby," she whispers. "I'm not your enemy." Alex sighs quietly. "We need to distract him. He's freezing and exhausted. Maybe he'll let us help if he feels safe." Inna takes a piece of soft food from her bag. "Let's try this." She offers it to the puppy, but he doesn't even look at it. He keeps trembling, pressing his paws against the cold bag. Then Inna notices something odd. "Alex, look. He's breathing onto the bag. He's warming it." And she's right. The puppy is trying to keep whatever is inside warm. He presses himself against it, shaking but refusing to move. Alex frowns. Then there's something inside that needs warmth. Something small. The pieces come together fast. The puppy is only a couple of months old. A bag nearby. Something alive and fragile inside. And this puppy is guarding it as his last chance. Inna looks up. "Alex, I have a bad feeling." Meanwhile, the puppy is growing weaker. His legs tremble so badly that he seems to be standing only by sheer willpower. His breathing is fast and shallow, yet he still won't release the bag. If he's this weak, Alex says quietly, he's been guarding it for a long time. Maybe all night. Inna bites her lip. What if their mother is gone, or worse? Their words hang in the cold air. They step closer. The puppy growls again, trying to place himself between the people and the bag. But his strength is nearly gone. He sways, collapses onto his side, then forces himself back up, each time placing himself in front of the bag, not protecting his own body. Inner's eyes fill with tears. Alex, he's not thinking about himself. He's protecting someone tiny. Alex looks around at the forest. Someone dumped them. Left the bag and walked away. And this baby stayed. He didn't run. Inner exhales. Even adult dogs don't always show that kind of loyalty. The puppy suddenly lets out a long, desperate cry. He lowers his muzzle onto the bag, as if apologizing to whoever is inside. I'm doing everything I can. I'm holding on, Inner can't take it anymore. Alex, we can't wait. He's exhausted. He'll die right here if we don't act. Alex clenches his jaw. I know. But if we rush him, he could hurt what's inside. The puppy looks up at him. His eyes shine not with aggression, but with fear, pain, and desperate hope. Inner whispers, he's asking for help. He's not fighting us. He's afraid we'll hurt them. Then the puppy does something unexpected. Barely standing, he nudges the bag toward Inner. Just a little. Unsteady, but deliberate. Alex freezes. He trusts you. The puppy squeaks softly, as if begging, please be careful. That's everything I have. Inner takes the bag into her hands. It's heavy, damp, and something inside barely moves. She turns pale. Alex, it's moving. The puppy collapses beside her, exhausted, still trying to touch the bag with his paw. All right, Alex says quietly. Let's look. Slowly. Inner nods, holding her breath. She carefully tears the edge of the bag. A faint, almost inaudible squeak comes from inside. Alex exhales. My God. There's someone alive in there. As the opening widens, cold air slips inside. The puppy lifts his head weakly, whining as if urging them to hurry. Alex holds the flashlight so the light falls gently into the opening, not blinding the puppy. When they finally look inside, Inner gasps. Alex, oh God. At the bottom of the bag, curled tightly together, lie two tiny newborn puppies. Their eyes are closed. Their bodies, barely covered with fur, tremble as they struggle to keep warm. Their breathing is faint, almost invisible. Alex instantly understands why the puppy fought so fiercely. They are his brother and sister. Inner gently lifts one with her palm. He is ice cold. Alex, they are freezing. She doesn't finish the sentence. She doesn't have to. The older puppy tries to stand again but collapses. Inner lifts him too. He's critical as well. Severe hypothermia. Exhaustion. Alex closes his eyes for a moment. How did they even survive? Inner looks at the older pup. Because of him. She says it softly, almost reverently. Alex removes his jacket and lays it on the grass. Put them here. Inner places the newborns onto the warm fabric. The older puppy immediately tries to crawl closer but lacks the strength. He nudges his brother, then his sister, checking that they are there. He stayed with them all night, Alex murmurs. No food. No warmth. No mother. He sits down slowly, shaken. He's just a baby. How did he do it? Inner gently touches the puppy's head. Sometimes animals are more human than people. They wrap the puppies in towels, use heat packs, check their breathing. Every breath the newborns take is fragile, as if life is holding them by a thin thread. The older puppy whines whenever Inner lifts the babies, afraid she'll take them away. Easy, she smiles softly. I'll bring them back. I promise. The puppy doesn't understand words. He understands only responsibility, huge and unbearable for his tiny heart, yet absolute. He places a paw on Alex's chest to pull himself closer and rests against the bag. Now empty. Still his. Look, Inner, Alex says quietly. He never left them for a minute. The puppy lets out a soft howl, as if agreeing. Inner turns on a portable heater, directing warm air toward the puppies. Alex, they can survive. But only if we act now. They need constant warmth and for feeding. Alex nods. We're taking all three. He lifts the older puppy, wraps him in his uniform shirt, and presses him to his chest. The puppy finally stops trembling. He's too exhausted to resist. He closes his eyes, as if feeling safe for the first time in a long while. Inner places the newborns into a carrier surrounded by heat packs. We have a chance. A small one, but it's there. As they stand, the puppy opens his eyes and looks for the carrier. Alex lowers it slightly. They are here, little guy. They are with us. The puppy exhales softly and relaxes. The walk back to the car is heavy, not physically, but emotionally. Alex drives with the puppy in his arms. Inner sits beside him, watching the carrier. Who could do this? Alex grips the steering wheel. Just dump newborns like trash. Inner shakes her head. People like that think no one will know. Alex looks at the puppy. But this one decided otherwise. Inner nods. He did the impossible. He saved their lives. The puppy exhales quietly, pressing against Alex's chest, a sound not just of relief, but of a child finally sharing the burden. When they arrive at the vet center, Inner is already calling ahead. The doors open, and veterinarians rush out. Alex hands the older puppy to a nurse. The puppy looks at him, blinks tiredly, and licks his finger. You'll be okay, Alex whispers. Even then, the puppy searches for the carrier. They are here, Alex says, touching his head. No one will take them. For the first time that day, the puppy fully closes his eyes. He trusts them. Inside the clinic, everything moves in tense silence, the kind that exists between life and death. The older puppy, whom Inner names Bruno, is connected to N4. He lies on a towel under a warm blanket, still trying to lift his head to see his siblings. Alex stands beside him, a hand on his back. Easy, buddy. They are close. Bruno still shifts, watching the room where vets work on the newborns. Inner watches through their glass. Inside the incubator, two tiny bodies look unreal, so small they seem easy to lose. But their chests rise and fall. They are alive. That strength, she whispers. These three are a miracle. 20 minutes later, the head veterinarian, Dr. Orloff, approaches them. Tired face, kind eyes. Let's talk, he says. Alex's chest tightens. Inner stiffens. I'll start with the good news, the doctor says. The babies are alive. That alone is a miracle. If things continue like this, they'll make it. Inner exhales, closing her eyes. Relief washes over Alex too, but the doctor continues. Now about the older one. The first puppy you found. Alex looks at Bruno, weak, but still watching the incubator. He held onto the very end, the doctor says softly. He warmed them. He didn't eat or drink. His body was pushed beyond limits. Inner leans closer. He'll survive. The doctor pauses. Honestly, yes. But only because you found him in time. Alex feels his throat burn. The doctor adds, there's something else. These weren't just abandoned puppies. Someone wanted them not to survive. Alex frowns. You mean, yes, the doctor nods. They were left in a bag by water. That's cruelty. Inner covers her mouth. Who could do that? Alex lowers his shoulders. I'll find them. I promise. Later, Inner sits beside Bruno. Even now, he doesn't relax. He watches everything. He lives only for them. She strokes his head. You're a real hero. No one taught you this. You just knew. Bruno closes his eyes, as if understanding. Alex steps into their hallway and calls dispatch. This is Marina. Pull everything from the last 24 hours. Complaints, camera footage, vehicles near Mill Creek. His anger is quiet but firm. When he returns, Inner whispers to the incubator, "Breathe, little ones." Hours pass. Bruno finally lifts his head a bit. He tries to stand, fails. Alex steadies him. "You did your job. Now it's ours." For the first time, Bruno doesn't resist. He rests his head on Alex's hand, breathing deeply. He is no longer alone. That evening, Inner approaches Alex. "I want to take them home tonight. I'll monitor them myself. They are too fragile. And he needs to be with them." Alex studies her. "You sure?" She smiles. "I'll fight for them like he did." Alex nods. "All right. I'll check every day. Even at night," she says. "I won't mind." Before leaving, Inner carries the incubator. Alex lifts Bruno. The puppy presses close, sensing his family is together. At the door, the vet stops Alex. "You should know, what he did is rare, even for adult dogs. That's not just instinct. That's character." Alex looks at Bruno. "The bravest dog I've met," the doctor adds. Outside, it's dark. Streetlights glow softly. Inner places the incubator in her car. Alex lays Bruno beside it. Bruno stretches a paw toward the babies, checking they are there. There, Inner smiles. Families together. Alex watches as she closes the door. "Call me if anything changes." "I will." "And Alex, thank you." He shakes his head. If not for him, would never have found them. That night, Inner barely sleeps. She sits beside the carrier, two tiny lives breathing softly. Bruno lies nearby, weak but alert, lifting his head whenever they squeak. She whispers, "Sleep, hero. You've done enough." Bruno blinks, as if answering, "Protect them." At dawn, Alex arrives quietly. "How are they?" "They are fighting," Inner says, tired but hopeful. Bruno wobbles over to the carrier and places a paw on it. "Check them," Alex smiles. "Still in charge, huh?" Inner laughs softly. Alex grows serious. "We have a lead." A camera caught an old pickup near the creek that night. Inner freezes. "You think it's them?" "I'll find out. Later. Right now, it's about these three." Days pass. The babies grow stronger. Bruno walks more confidently. He watches every feeding. If one squeaks, he's there. "That's not just instinct," Inner says once. "That's love." Alex nods. A journalist visits. The story spreads. Puppy hero guards bag with newborn siblings for 2 days, people offer help. But the most important thing, Inner notices, is what people write about family. One evening, Alex sits beside Bruno. "You won't be alone anymore," he says. Bruno exhales softly, a sound of new life. A week later, the puppies are stronger. Bruno is thinner but happier. Alex visits again. "They want me to officially take Bruno," he says. Inner looks at him. "Are you sure?" Bruno places a paw on his boot. Alex smiles. "He saved his family. Now it's my turn." Inner smiles warmly. "I think he already chose you." Bruno nudges Alex's hand. Later, Inner whispers, "Sometimes fate brings us where we weren't even looking." Alex looks at the 3 sleeping puppies. "And sometimes the smallest show us what real strength is." Bruno rests on Alex's chest, calm and trusting. And so ends the story that began by a cold creek, a story of a tiny puppy who held onto a bag full of life and found his own.